Hey everyone, Coach Nick and Coach Trina with Friction, and we're here to break down today's workout. As always, we'll get started with your warm-up. So up first, you have a 15-10-5 rep scheme. We're going to do PVC pass-throughs, followed by good mornings, candlesticks, and we will finish that off with push-ups. So Trina is going to demo those movements. For that pass-through, you can use a PVC pipe or a broomstick. You want that wide grip, and you're just going to go back and forth, keeping those arms straight the whole time, warming up the shoulders. So we'll hit 15 of those. You can set that aside, and then we have good mornings. If you'd like to keep that PVC pipe there, it'll just help keep a nice flat back in good position. But we're going to hinge, so as the chest drops, hips are pushed backwards, and we'll keep the back nice and flat here. You should feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings. After that, we have our candlesticks. So for candlesticks, you're just going to go ahead, lie on the ground. So we'll stay nice and flat. And then we just want to bring our legs up, and you can even push the hips off the ground as well. Just get up on our shoulders a little bit, and then right down to the ground, just barely touching, if not touching at all. Try to keep the legs nice and straight. And then finally, guys, there's going to be push-ups. For this one, we're in that nice locked out position, nice and flat. For this, you want to slightly lean forward as you go down. Chest and thighs will touch the ground, and then get a full lockout of the arms at the top. Cool. Good there. Up next, guys, for mobility, we're going to do a minute per side in an overhead stretch, and then we'll do a minute in down dog and up dog. So for that overhead stretch, if you find a door frame, you're just going to keep your arm nice and tall, or you can also like lean into a wall. Either one will work. We just want to have that arm extended, stretch that shoulder area out. Again, if you use the door frame at home, just lean through the door itself, and that'll help pull that shoulder back and stretch it. After that, guys, we have down dog and up dog. For down dog, we want to have this nice V shape. So push the chest down. We're nice and stacked from our hips down to our hands, and then the legs are nice and straight, so we get a good stretch in our hamstrings there. From there, you can swoop forward. We'll go to an up dog position. For this one, you want your hips on the ground. You're going to look upward. That'll just intensify this stretch. You're going to feel this one in your hip flexors and as your abdominal area as well. That'll be it for our mobility. And then as far as our work today, skill work is 4 rounds. We are going to do some handstand hold work. So you have 20 arch rocks and 20 hollow rocks, followed by a 20-second freestanding handstand. Now for that freestanding handstand, scaling down, do a handstand against the wall and just try to toe off and try to get to that freestanding handstand. Otherwise, you can also do this on a box handstand hold, and then otherwise just go ahead and hold a normal plank. But as far as the positions go, we'll go to arch first, so we're on our bellies. Big thing is legs together, toes are pointed, arms are straight overhead, and we're just rocking back and forth. So you should hit your chest, and then as you rock back, you'll hit your thighs. You're going back and forth. That's 1 rep. Then you will roll over, hit your hollow hold or hollow rocks. Again, low part of the back's on the ground, legs are straight, toes are pointed, arms are overhead, and you're rocking back and forth. Should hit your hips and then your shoulders as you go those positions. Maintain the same C shape the whole time. And what that means is as my legs go down, my chest comes up, my shape doesn't change. I'm just rocking back and forth. And then finally, guys, you have that freestanding handstand. So like I said, you can do that in the open. You can kick up on a wall. Otherwise, go ahead and kick up on a box. We've got our feet up on the box here. And then we're just going to walk it back in. See how she's nice and stacked from her hands up to her hips. That's what we're looking for, just like if we were against the wall. Cool. Once you run through that 4 times, that'll be it for skill. And then our Metcon today, guys. It is a 10-minute EMOM. It's going to be, the idea is that you get your work done as fast as you can so you have time to rest. And what we're really looking today to see is our capacity on handstand push-ups. So try to hit all 10 each round. And then as you start to fade a little bit in the later rounds, maybe you go down to 5 and 5. So you've got to kick up twice or 6 and 4, something along those lines. Mark when you had to stop doing 10, and then mark also the round that you weren't able to get all 10 in. Just kind of see where our stamina is there. And then your score today is going to be total handstands. But on those odd numbers, you're going to do 10 kipping handstand push-ups. If you need to scale, grab an ab mat or a plate under your head, just reduce your range of motion. And then lifestyle, I'm going to have you do a box handstand push-up today. And then on the even numbers, you have 20 alternating jump lunges. And we'll go over those in a second. So up first, again, you can do your handstands against the wall. You can do those kipping ones. Trina's going to show one right here real fast. So her hips are off the wall. As she lowers herself, now her hips can come to the wall. She brings her legs to her chest. She's going to extend rapidly with those legs, go right into that lockout, and the hips come off that wall. Good. So we're in this nice locked out position. Otherwise, guys, you can do this one on the box, just like she did earlier with the stacked position. But this time, so legs are still up. Good. She's going to lean, so she's in that nice stacked. As she comes down, she's going to come slightly forward, tap her head, and then press out. And as she presses out, that chest goes towards the box. That way we get that stacked position again in the finish. Cool. So there's your scaling for handstands, or handstand push-ups. And then on those even number guys, we have 20 alternating jump lunges. So for that one, we'll go down into a lunge, and then we're going to switch. And every time you want to tap your knee to the ground as you jump up, and then come back down to that lunge position. If you need to scale those, I want you to go to 20 reverse lunges. So you're going to step backwards. Good, just like so. Knee taps the ground. Perfect. And then also for those doing lifestyle, you guys are only going to have 10 alternating reverse lunges on that. This is just going to get your heart rate up. And then again, where you're testing our handstand push-up capacity. Finally, guys, rent today, you have a minute per side. We're going to hit anterior delt smash, followed by a tricep smash. So for that anterior delt, right on the front side of the shoulder. Perfect. So she's not inside of that joint there. She's on the outside, right on her arm, that big meaty muscle there. And she's going to lean into the wall right with that ball. Good. Arms behind the back. Move that around side to side, circles. You can also move your arm, do some windshield wipers, let that ball dig in. And then finally, guys, a tricep smash. You can do this one on a box. You can do it against the wall, table, anything at home. But works well if like on a boxer table. That way, she's got the ball down under her tricep. She can lean into that and really apply some pressure there. And then also go ahead and extend and flex your arm again, moving those muscles around, letting that ball dig in. Cool. So that is it for today. We will see you guys tomorrow.